We'll start today with the book called Heart, Smarts, Guts, and Luck. Heart, Smarts, Guts, and Luck. And if you'd like to fool somebody, you read the book yourself. What you do is you talk about the sketches that are not only on the inside, front and back covers, but also at various sections during the book. A methodology for this book was based on a test that I'll talk about in a few minutes called the Entrepreneurial Aptitude Test, the EAT. And they had 350 successful executives take that test, from which they gleaned results and insights, and then they went back and they interviewed many of them to obtain the different stories and practical advice they have for people who are interested in starting a business. As always, we begin with key quotes, having the book talk directly to you, and I'd like to show you some of these on page 3. Quote number 1, is a business plan always necessary? Actually, it may be detrimental, especially at the beginning of company creation, the conception stage, when most people believe they need a business plan the most. The best businesses are less likely to have started with a business plan than they are by founders who jumped into the fray and just started doing. Now, number 2, you cannot in vitro fertilize a great business. 3, be careful not to begin managing a company that has not yet been led. 4, if you watched 100 Hollywood films in a row, you would be left with a recurrent theme: follow your heart. Little wonder heart has become more or less synonymous with fuzzy goal-seeking and perceived to be absent of rigor or critical intelligence. But from our perspective, heart is anything but indistinct. Number 6, most overnight successes suffer from amnesia about the years of trial and tribulation that led them to that instant success. 7, stubbornness is great when you are right, but hell when you are wrong. Take that home with you. Number 8, timing is everything and you can't time anything. How do you like that? Number 9, I love this, y'all. Dumb luck, even a broken clock is right twice a day. That's a wonderful thing. I want to summarize these 4 areas and then talk a little bit about what's in these diagrams. We'll start with the summary of winning the heart. The heart is the idea if you have a vision and the soul of a business or calling. And it has smarts is based on pattern recognition. And you have 4 types of these. You have book smarts, street smarts, people smarts, and creative smarts. Guts is the courage to make things happen with the will to act, specifically at critical moments of initiation, endurance, and evolution. And luck has 2 components. It's the right attitude intersecting with the right relationship network. Lucky attitude has humility, intellectual curiosity, and optimism. A lucky network is a subset of one's relationship networks, composed of unexpected but highly useful relationships. This is a very exciting book. I can see why this is one of the very best books of the year in business last year. It's really worth buying and getting and taking the test, and even if you are not an entrepreneur, it'll stir up that spirit in you if that's what you're called to do. Y'all, not everybody is called to do this, just like not everybody is called to be a telecommuter. You know, this isn't for everybody, but this is a good way to find out if you ought to be doing that or not. I hope you enjoyed that synopsis of heart, smarts, guts, and luck, and congratulations to everyone.